I just want to start by thanking our fans and especially our student section for coming out in force tonight. And also like to thank Dom and Neil, who just kind of in the spring just saw this as a rare opportunity, and David, of course, who leads them to try to generate some excitement around the things that we're trying to get done here. And unfortunately, we couldn't get it done for our fans tonight, but just to have the student section packed like that, I thank them, you know, and it does make a difference. And unfortunately, we didn't get the win for them. That was a disappointing game, you know. That's a good football team, a really good football team, and I felt like, you know, it was neck and neck, and we were fighting hard, and then we imploded a little bit there at the end of the third quarter. We had the 2 PI penalties that gave them a chance to go score, and then Victor breaks that run, and we have the unsportsmanlike conduct, so we're having to kick off from the 25, and then we have the late hit, and now they've got the ball on the 27-yard line, and they score, and you know, they regain that momentum very, very quickly. And so we have to be more poised as a football team in those moments and make better decisions so that we don't have self-inflicted wounds. Offensively, we need to throw the ball better. It's hard to throw against the type of defense they're playing when they got the lead. They're rushing 3, dropping 8, rolling up on both wideouts, and making you check it down. That's not easy. You know, that last throw by Joe, people will probably ask me, you know, what happened. I don't know the answer to that yet. I think that somebody broke off a route that they shouldn't have, but I want to confirm that and verify it. Otherwise, I think Joe kind of showed us, you know, what we like about him, which is poise, composure, the ability to extend a play, make good decisions. You know, that interception at the end was unfortunate. Our plan was to try to get it to about the 32, call timeout, kick a field goal, onside kick, see if we could get it and tie the game up with a Hail Mary or something there at the end, but we didn't get that chance. So, you know, we've got to be able to throw the ball better and run the ball more consistently. Defensively, I think the story of the night was their quarterback eluding our rush, and we had a plan for it. We don't necessarily spy a quarterback and rush 3, but we'll rush 4 and cover a quarterback. He made some people miss in the open field. We missed some tackles. You know, I got to do a better job of making sure we put those guys in position to make some of those plays. We were close to getting him all night, and to his credit, he was able to get loose and make plays with his legs. I have tremendous respect for him as a competitor, and you know, he made the plays that he had to make when they needed to be made. So I think we're all disappointed. You know, we didn't show up tonight to lose the game. We didn't show up to play it close. We didn't show up to well and come close. We showed up to win. So it's a very disappointed locker room, but we'll bounce back, you know, and we'll grow from it. And I'm excited about our team. I'm excited about the direction we're headed as a program. I'm excited about our fan base. You know, I'll tell them this is just keep coming out. Just keep coming out, and you'll see this team continue to improve, and we appreciate them. So with that, I'll take any questions. Okay. Oh, I was about to walk out. Yeah, and that's, you know, that's always going to be an issue when it's that lopsided. And you know, like I said, when they were getting into those 3rd and longer passing situations, they could just drop 8. You know, it's hard to find things in there. And so, you know, part of being good on 3rd down is being good on 1st and 2nd down, you know, so they can't play that defense against you. And then the same thing is true on defense. You know, we didn't get him into enough 3rd and long situations, and then he beat us with his legs. And so, you know, they stay on the field, we're off the field. That's bad business. You know, we don't like that. No, I didn't see it. You know, I knew he was going to score, and my mind went to, you know, what do we do next? And then I saw them flag him. I didn't even see him dive into the end zone. And we've just got to make better decisions there. They're going to call it. It is a rule, and we've just got to be better than that. You know, and I mean, nobody feels worse than Victor. He breaks off a great run. And we all have to learn from it. It's unfortunate when you learn those tough lessons in a loss, and they really sting. They really sting. What kind of what? What kind of training camp did you have? Victor, he had good, solid. I think all of our running backs did, and I thought they ran the ball pretty well tonight, when we could run the ball. I thought Devontae did a nice job, and Victor did a nice job, and I think Bruton got some good carries. Joe did a good job pulling it and running when he needed to. But, no, Victor had a great camp. Victor's an explosive kid. Victor's hard to catch. He's got really good speed. I think that people underestimate how fast he is. They couldn't catch him. He's an explosive runner. He finds a crease, and he can take it the distance. And he played well. I don't want his game to be defined by one play, because that wasn't the play that hurt us. There was a bunch of plays there at the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth, that hurt us. So we have to be better than that, and that's my responsibility to make sure that we are better than that. I didn't get that feeling. I really didn't. Sometimes you get that feeling, he was off on a couple throws. Maybe the routes weren't as crisp as they needed to be on a couple throws, but I think it was more a function of us getting behind a little bit at the sticks, okay, and then having to throw into a coverage is really difficult to throw in because we weren't in a position to run the ball. But I think that the cohesiveness between Joe and the receivers is good, and it'll only get better as they continue to practice and play together. Yeah, well, we talk about it a lot, playing with emotion without becoming emotional, making good decisions, staying in the moment, not being affected by negative things or positive things, just staying true to who we're supposed to be in that moment. And we talk about it a lot, finding the edge, staying on the edge, never going over the edge. You try to put them in tough situations in practice, where if they get carried away, you can stop and explain what just happened. I think in a moment like that, for Vic, man, the hometown hero, breaks a long one, gets us close. He just has a momentary lapse in judgment, which is not like him. Love him to death, man, and he's going to do great things around here for the next couple of years. So I just want to say it again, this is not, like that wasn't the play. You know what I mean? That wasn't the play. The next play, the return, the hit out of bounds, those things all matter as well.
Is this a team that has to play with the lead, or do you believe that Joe gets familiar with his receivers? You can make plays even against tough defense.
Yeah, I do. I think we will be able to make plays against tough defense. But, one thing we have to be able to do is run the football, to create some third and manageables so that we're able to be a little bit more effective in the pass game, and we can push people out of playing a double cloud type of concept like they were doing tonight. But I have high hopes for our passing game. I think that you'll see it improve dramatically through the year. I think Joe will become more comfortable with our receivers, and our receivers will get, those guys that started the game tonight, none of them played last year here. Cam Ross did, but just a little bit at the end of the year. So, it's kind of a new group. So, we're going to grow and we're going to get better. And, I'm looking forward to seeing us come back and go back to work. It stings right now. It really stings. We felt like we had a legitimate chance to win that game. We fought them to the end. And when you don't get it done, it's tough.
Jim, I know it's not what you show up to do, but when you take a step back and look at this competitive team a year ago was
31-0 at half. Yeah.
you take something to come back?
It's interesting. I do, but I hate to talk about it because I think it sounds like an excuse, and I think it sounds like I'm compromising. But if I take a step back, like you said, and I said, where are we as compared to a year ago against a team like North Carolina State, who's a really good football team, I do see the progress. But what's discouraging is when you see the progress, but you know the problems that hurt you to lose a game.